Focus, even as India is pulling out all stops to isolate Pakistan, it got another shot in the arm when Myanmar's State Councillor Aung San Suu Kyi, on a state visit to India, not only condemned the Uri terror attack for the second time in the last few days, but also agreed that states that encourage, support or finance terrorism in any way should be held to account. India and Myanmar also called for early finalization of the Comprehensive Convention on International Terrorism, which India is pushing for a strong global legal regime against terrorism. With India and Myanmar having cooperated in security matters along the India-Myanmar border, both the countries vowed once again to not allow insurgent groups to use their soil for hostile activities against the other side. Aung San Suu Kyi met PM Modi today and both countries signed 3 agreements.
When Prime Minister Narendra Modi met State Councillor of Myanmar Aung San Suu Kyi, who's on a 4-day visit to India, India affirmed its support to Myanmar in its journey to become a modern, secure and economically prosperous nation. Both leaders held extensive talks before addressing a joint press briefing, where the Prime Minister said that as close and friendly neighbours, the security interests of India and Myanmar are closely aligned.
We have agreed that a close coordination to ensure security in the areas along our border and sensitivity to each other's strategic interests will serve the interests of both our countries.
The State Councillor condemned the Uri attack even as Prime Minister denounced the recent armed attacks against the 3 border posts in the northern part of Myanmar. Both sides agreed that the fight against terrorism should target terrorists, hold to account terror organizations, networks and also states that encourage, support or finance terrorism in any way. They also called for expeditious finalization of the Comprehensive Convention on International Terrorism being negotiated in the United Nations. Both sides also underlined that the long-standing commitment not to allow insurgent groups to use their soil for hostile activities against the other side is essential for prosperity of the people residing along the border. India and Myanmar signed 3 agreements on cooperation in banking, insurance and power sectors. The Prime Minister said that the 2 countries have agreed to enhance their engagement in several areas, including agriculture, power and renewable energy.
We have agreed to enhance our engagement in several areas, including agriculture, power, renewable energy, oil and gas, and financial sector. India will develop a varietal development and seed production center in Yeje in Myanmar to enhance the quality of seeds. We will also work to develop a mutually beneficial arrangements for trade in pulses. We have offered to scale up the power supply from More in Manipur to Tamung in Myanmar.
Aung San Suu Kyi reaffirmed Myanmar's commitment to promoting peace and security in the region.
To work together to establish not just friendship between our 2 countries, but peace and stability in our region and beyond. This is our ambition.
Myanmar shares a land border of over 1,600 kilometers with India. Under its Act East policy, India is strengthening ties with its eastern neighbors, especially Myanmar. The very fact that Prime Minister Modi held extensive bilateral talks with State Councillor Aung San Suu Kyi is reflective and symbolic of the fact that India attaches much importance both to Suu Kyi and Myanmar as a country, as it's central to India's Act East policy. With cameraman Pramod Negi, Amritpal Singh, DD News, New Delhi.